All right, for high school seniors who just graduated, the summer before college is usually all about R&R, but there's also a lot they should be doing to get ready for this brand new exciting chapter in their lives. Joining us to break it all down is Katie Kitchens, who is the Assistant Vice President of the Division of Student Success at the University of Hartford. Katie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, lots of great information, important information we're going to go over. A large part of getting college ready is making sure you're meeting those deadlines. What are some of those big items that these families need to keep in mind as the summer goes on?
Absolutely. So first of all, they definitely should be relaxing and having a good time and celebrating that big milestone of graduating from high school. But the deadlines are super important. So there are going to be deadlines that your college has for submitting medical forms, for paying tuition, for registering for and attending orientation, potentially for registering for fall classes. So you really want to pay attention to those deadlines and make sure that you're meeting what your college needs to be able to have everything squared away for fall.
And not meeting those deadlines can set you back. There are some consequences. Talk about that.
Yeah, there can be. So depending on what the deadline is, there could be some issues with getting a housing assignment or with moving on to campus if you're going to be living on campus, or with even being able to start on time. So contact your school. If you think you've missed a deadline, we work all summer. College administrators don't take summers off. So we are here to help, and we want to make sure that, the more time we have to work with you over the summer to get you squared away, the better. So if you do think you've missed something, just reach out. We're always happy to help.
And then, unfortunately, on top of all that they have to deal with, there's also COVID. The question of COVID, that's been a question the past 2 years, a big part of the college experience. What do families need to know on that front? How can they get information about what those policies look like? Because that kind of differs on a school-by-school basis.
Absolutely. Every school is going to be different. So a lot of schools will have a website to update families on mask requirements for different spaces, vaccine requirements. The University of Hartford, we love to send emails. So if we know something, you're going to know it pretty much right away. We're going to send a lot of emails to our families. But again, colleges might have a website where they're hosting that information, or definitely checking your college email, because you're going to get a lot of updates that way.
And this situation developing minute by minute, day by day. What does that look like at UHart? What are some of those policies you guys are thinking about in terms of COVID?
Absolutely. So like I said, we love to communicate via email with our families. We are still having conversations about what the fall semester is going to look like in terms of masking and vaccine requirements. So I would say early next week, students and families can expect to hear from us, and they'll hear from us via email, and we'll give everybody the updates that they need.
Awesome. And then bottom line, as you mentioned, a lot of stuff to go over. What are some of those resources that families can lean on, go to get that support that they need as they navigate all this paperwork, the documents, the policies?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the University of Hartford, the Center for Student Success is the place to go. We can answer any and all questions that students have. Every college might have a different office, a different hub where you might want to ask questions. If you've got a contact in the admission office that you've been working with, that's always a good place to start. It can usually get you connected to where you need to go.
All right, Katie Kitchens, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really, really appreciate it. Lots of important information. Best of luck to all those college people entering college as well. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you.
Have a great day.